Sports coverage of the National
Something
Football
tells
League
me
brings us to
that,
legendary Lambeau Field in
well,
Green
let's just say
Bay.
something tells
We all
me
know
that
this community
I believe
lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Again. Somehow. It's messed up. Crosby.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up.
A terrible bowler.
From Lambeau.
Darden.
We're
taking this to the house. Oh, we're taking this to the house.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Galvin. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe it.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great kick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers on one play have taken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
SEC violation.
No doubt.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brady. And break, the tight end's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together. Maybe. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through? Now look out. Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Vita Vea breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Rodgers. That is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled the
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled. inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers flushed out right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones there to make the grab, and the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And he finds Gronk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he can.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Brady now to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
The goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now this throw caught left side, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say, dire. And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 35 on second down, Brady, Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 1 minute to go in this first half. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Brady throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. To throw is Brady. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And Brady will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for two. Brady's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Snap comes at 1. Out to his left.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, 42 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
5 yards remain on second down.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Rodgers looking to throw. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up. Past the 40-yard line. They'll run it here with Bernard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 14 yards. And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Packers. First down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 7, Packers nothing.
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The give is to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down. Jones. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's caught by Mike Evans. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff to Fournette. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Rodgers now on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, big hold of the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, Rodgers. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for him, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of him right off the top.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down. Right at the 20. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now.
And this time he is in. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 56 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pound their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Into the secondary, past the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This is Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And this is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
On play action, now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers again now.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Rodgers to throw once more. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
And the Packers are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play.